I was married. So this is my 53rd wedding anniversary. And it happened, we were married in 1959. And in fact, she's watching now. She hardly ever does, but I called and said, watch, because I can't be there for our anniversary, so I got to do it this way. And so she is. And I would say this, that today is only the second time in 53 years that we haven't been together on our anniversary. Put the kids up there. But I would ask the question, who will be there today? Well, that's who will be there today, our 20 kids and grandkids. Look at them all. Isn't that neat? Yeah, they're going to be there, but we're not. But she won't be alone. Isn't that significant that all that happened? It started with just us, right there. There they are. And you might look and see that one little girl's a little bit different than the rest of them. This little girl right here, we call it Marie, Zagita Marie, and put up the other picture just over the other one so you can, yeah, there she is now. Now, we found her 12 years ago, only 2 days old. And she had a cute little girl, and boy, she was just near death. And she was in an orphanage in Ethiopia, and we went back there and got her nursed back to health. And my daughter, Molly, who had nothing but boys, adopted her. Now, I'm going to say to my wife, who is listening right now, even though I won't be home 3 days from now on the 22nd, that's Saturday, I want you to watch the Mike Huckabee show, because she's going to be interviewed and talking about adoption. You know, Senator Landrieu and I head the adoption caucus of the United States Senate. There are hundreds of thousands of little kids out there, of people who want to adopt little kids, and they can't do it because of the problems. We're tackling that problem. This little girl wouldn't even be alive today. And here she is now, 11 and a half, almost 12 years old, reading at college level and doing wonderful things. So, okay, be sure tune in to Mike Huckabee and watch her be interviewed 3 days from now. So the last thing I'll say is that you know, this is bad enough not to be back during your anniversary, but it's also bad as you get closer to Christmas. If you could only see the celebration that is going on right now, that all those kids, they're all there and they're participating in. And I remember what happened in the year 2009. 2009, we played the same game, you know, come here, a little theater, make sure everybody knows we're working. And we didn't get out until the afternoon, just about noon, on Christmas Eve. And I remember that was the worst snowstorm in the history of northern Texas and of Oklahoma. You know, where's global warming when you need it? Well, it was terrible. I got to DFW, and I wanted to go on to Tulsa. And I was in a hurry to get there because Kay and I belonged to a church in Tulsa where we were both married. All of our kids were married there. My wife was even baptized there. And every Christmas Eve, they have the most beautiful setting. And 3 of my grandkids were going to be singing in that. I'd never missed it in 50 years. And we got to Dallas, and they weren't going to take off. I pleaded with them. They took off. The only plane that took off from DFW and went to Tulsa that day we were on, went through 6-foot drifts in Oklahoma, if you can believe it, to get down there and saw my little grandkids singing. Well, that's not going to happen this time because we're going to be back there. And I would say this to my wife. We have kind of a tradition for 53 years now. I always get Kay roses. She loves roses. And so I'm not there today. But I want to say to Kay that if you will go out in our front yard now, and look under the giant oak tree that you and I planted over 50 years ago, your roses are there. So finally, I just want to say that 2 more things. One is I want to assure Kay that I love her more today than I did 50 years ago. And secondly, I'm not Bing Crosby, but I'm going to say, and all the people in Oklahoma will understand this, there may be 99 senators here playing their games on Christmas, but as Bing said, I'll be home for Christmas. And you can be sure on that. You can count on it. With that, I yield the floor.